Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh, boys and girls. Welcome and ahlan wa sahlan to Madrasa TV Hajj Special. Today, inshallah ta'ala, we are going to be learning a lot of things, but today is Monday. On Monday, we have our usual segments, but today we have our unusual segments because we are very, very, very close to the actual Hajj, and I want to teach you everything you can learn about Hajj. So, what are we covering or learning today? Boys and girls, today, inshallah ta'ala, we are going to learn about steps of Hajj. One of the steps of Hajj, we have story, yes, and then we have a little bit of drawing, and then of course recite and reflect segment right at the end. Boys and girls, the first segment is going to be a really important one. I encourage you all to like, share and subscribe, guys. Go ahead and do that. Like, share and subscribe, inshallah ta'ala. Start doing that right now so we can get as many people in the class right now. Those of you live on YouTube, ahlan wa sahlan. Can we say assalamu alaikum to our YouTube viewers? Let's put up the number here on the screen. Assalamu alaikum. Can we say okay, boys and girls, we're going to get our callers ready, inshallah, in a bit. But let's go straight to our first step of Hajj. But before we do that, I've got some video for you from our students who are going to be telling you a little bit about one of the first steps of Hajj. And this is going to be the most important thing you need to learn about Hajj. So, let's take this number. Let's inshallah ta'ala watch the video, and then we will discuss further in steps of Hajj segment. Let's go. Assalamu alaikum and welcome to Read Academy. This is a school in East London, and today we are here to learn a lot about Hajj. As you guys know, we're in the season of Hajj. We have a lot to cover today. We'll be learning a lot. But first, I need to sign in. Bismillah. Ustaz Hamza, 1st of the Hijjah, Read Academy. And now we're ready to go inside the classroom and learn about the 3 different types of Hajj from 2 students.
My name is Aisha. And my name is Shiza. Today we are going to be telling you the 3 types of Hajj. Tamattu is when you do Umrah and you break your Ihram and then you do Hajj. Ifrad is when you just do Hajj. Qiran is when you do Umrah and Hajj together.
Let's hear more about Hajj from the Read Academy students. What is the Kaaba?
The Kaaba is the house of Allah.
What is Hajj?
Hajj is the pilgrim to Makkah that Muslims do.
What is Tawaf?
Tawaf is when you go around the Kaaba 7 times.
What is Mina?
Mina is when you go to the tents and sleep overnight.
Let's hear some poems from the students.
Ibrahim alayhi salam was blessed to be a messenger. He followed the path of Allah.
He faced many tests in his life,
And his son he was told to sacrifice. This was a very difficult thing for him.
But he knew Allah was with him.
Allah swapped his son for a ram. Ibrahim knew that everything would go according to Allah's plan.
He was a very patient and humble man. He put his trust in Allah's hands.
We'll be back with Read Academy tomorrow. Let's go back to the studio. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Now we are going to discuss one of the first steps of Hajj, and this is something you need to learn or know before anything else you do in Hajj. So let's go inshallah ta'ala and learn this in the next segment. Let's have a look, boys and girls. Let's talk about one of the first steps of Hajj. Intention and Ihram. Types of Hajj and prohibition. Before arriving in Mecca to perform Hajj, the Hujjaj will make an intention to perform Hajj for the sake. Before arriving in Mecca to perform Hajj, the Hujjaj will make an intention to perform Hajj for the sake of Allah. This doesn't need to be done out loud but inside the heart. So before you get to Mecca, boys and girls, this is not after, before you arrive Mecca and perform Hajj, people who are doing Hajj, they have to make what? Intention. This is important, boys and girls. Let's not go to Hajj without intention. Next, Hujjaj will then enter into a spiritual state called Ihram. Ihram isn't necessarily a physical state, but rather a spiritual state. It's a what? It's a spiritual state, boys and girls. There are specific areas outside of Mecca where you can enter the state of Ihram. These are called miqat. Let's learn this, inshallah ta'ala. Let's learn this. Have a look at this. You have Mecca, the Kaaba, and then you have the masjid, yes, which Safa and Marwa, and of course the extended bigger masjid here. And then you have the Zamzam towers, and then you have the boundary of the city, and we call this what? City of Mecca. The city of Mecca, here, these are the places from which you enter. Okay? Barakallahu feekum. You come in through these. Before you come inside the city of Mecca, what do? You get in a state of Ihram. You wear Ihram. Like this and this. You wear Ihram. Okay? Very important. Now this is not just something you wear, but rather this is a state. What does it mean? It means you have made intention in your heart. So let's highlight intention here. You've done the blue thing in your heart, and then you also have done the Ihram thing, which let's just say in orange. Ihram thing in orange. Barakallahu feekum. Before you enter miqat, which is a yellow thing, or at miqat. These are the gates of miqat. Okay? It's very important, boys and girls, that you are ready before. And this is the case with all your ibadat. So imagine you do all of this, and at the end of Hajj, someone asks you, why did you do all of this? And you say, I don't know. Someone said to me, you won a free Hajj, so I just came here. Imagine, you go to masjid to pray, and it's raining, and then you go. After you finish praying, someone say to you, why did you come and pray? And you say, let's be honest. Because my mom said to me, I'll give you £5 if you pray. Intention. Why are you praying? So your intention of Hajj have to be for the sake of Allah. I'll tell you why this is so important. Because, boys and girls, please sit down. Listen to me. Sometimes people will go for Hajj, come back. Allah give them a chance, they go again and come back. And they go again and come back. And the intention is unknown. And when they come back from Hajj, you know what they say to people? Come here, look. That's me in the Hajj. MashaAllah. Really? Oh Lord, look so spiritual, MashaAllah. And then they post the picture on social media. They say, just did tawaf, feeling good, alhamdulillah. Allah have blessed me. 5 minutes later, they check the phone. How many likes? I like it. Let's see the comments. You are blessed. Ooh, I like that. Why is ihram white? Is this person always asking questions? Because I'm doing Hajj, lol. Are you doing it for the sake of Allah? Are you? Are you really? Are you sure? Boys and girls, Hajj, huh? Allah al-Musta'an. Allah al-Musta'an. No, I'm not trying to tell you don't take pictures or don't do this, I'm not trying to tell you to do, but what I'm asking you, what's the intention? A lot of times people don't have the intention behind something they do. Allahu Akbar. Let's talk about the gates. Which gates, guys? You see these yellow gates I talked about? Let's highlight them in yellow. I realize if I don't use colors, you guys are going to complain later and say, Ustad didn't teach me. I wanted to learn, Ustad. Why don't... Miqat points. Where is miqat, guys? Drop it in the comments. I need to check the comments, guys. I just spoke about the comments, now I need to check the comments. So guys, drop the comments right now. I'm looking at them right now. What is miqat? Miqat is, yes, I heard the answer. Miqat are the places from which you enter, and before you enter, here, before you do this, what happens, guys? MashaAllah, tabarakallah, you must wear ihram. Short break, we'll be back. We will continue this segment. I'll see you after a short break. Assalamu alaikum. Welcome back, boys and girls, to Madrasa TV show Hajj Special. Boys and girls, we got millions of people gathering in Mecca for Hajj, mashallah, tabarakallah. May Allah accept the Hajj, say Ameen, and may Allah make us among people who perform Hajj and the Hajj get accepted, Ameen. I'm seeing your comments, by the way. Keep the comments coming, ahlan wa sahlan, boys and girls. We have a caller. Let's speak to the caller real quick. and see if they can answer one of the quizzes before we take the caller, guys. Let's have a quick look at we're learning steps of Hajj, story segment, tajweed and recitation segment, inshallah ta'ala today. Nu'man, assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum salam.
Nu'man, ready for Hajj question?
Wow.
What is it, miqat?
It's a bird. Bird. حقيقة التاج.
It's a bus. What's it called? Miqat is a do we have the next caller? Nu'man, mashallah alayk, ahsan. Nu'man, I like it. Yeah, even if you don't know, you can give it a try. Well done for trying at least. Do we have the next caller ready? Assalamu alaikum.
Naam.
Who's on the call? Who's on the line? Assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum assalam.
Ali, how are you?
Well, بخير alhamdulillah. Ustad,
Yes?
did I surprise you by being the second caller of the day?
Well, you will surprise me if you give me the correct answer to the question I'm going to ask you. Did you watch the first segment?
Yes, and Ustad,
Yes?
are we doing Surah Al-Balad today?
No, we're doing verses related to Hajj.
And what surah on
Surah Al-Baqarah.
SubhanAllah Ibrahim will be reciting as well?
All right, are you ready for the question?
Yes.
What is miqat? Is miqat a place from where you have to wear ihram before you enter Mecca? Or is miqat a hotel? Or is miqat name of food that people have in Mecca?
It's a place where you have to wear ihram from.
I am certainly impressed. MashaAllah, tabarakallah. Maryam Khan, assalamu alaikum.
Rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
How are you today, Maryam?
Good, alhamdulillah, and how are you?
I'm very well. Although I'm wearing ihram and it's a bit heavy, I'm very well. Maryam, I got a question for you. Ready? Are you ready, Maryam? Maryam, I got a Hajj question for you. Are you ready? Are you there? Okay, Maryam. We're going to ask you the question. Are you there? والله راحت ولا موجودة. مريم, السلام عليكم.
Salam.
Right, Maryam. Before you go Mecca to do Hajj, before you get on a plane, before you leave your house, before you purchase your tickets, before you think about Hajj, what's the first thing you have to do if you want to do Hajj?
Intention.
MashaAllah, tabarakallah. Maryam is being paying attention, boys and girls. Let's go back. Let's go. So, miqat. Miqat point. Dhul Hulayfa. 18 kilometers southwest of Medina. For those who live in Medina or nearby areas. Guys, listen to me. Look at Mecca. If you're coming from this direction, then there is a place here called Dhul Hulayfa. You wear your ihram from here. Oh, subhanallah. I realized, wallahi, subhanallah, why do I do this sometimes? Alhamdulillah, alhamdulillah. So, Dhul Hulayfa. Dhul Hulayfa is a masjid, is a place from where you wear ihram and you come to Mecca. It's almost 4 hours drive, 3 hours fast drive, 2 hours by train, and maybe just a couple of minutes by rocket. Boys and girls, next. Al-Juhfa. For people traveling from Sudan, Algeria, Egypt. So, it's from this side. Guys, what do we call it? Al-Juhfa. Northern America or other countries in Africa. If you're coming from this side, the place is called Al-Juhfa. From there, you wear ihram and then you enter. Qarn al-Manazil, 50 miles east of Mecca, north, south, east. People coming from, yes, from this side. If they're coming from this side, people coming from center of Saudi Arabia, this is the center of Saudi Arabia, UAE, Pakistan, Oman, Malaysia, Australia, Singapore, it's near Taif and Riyadh. So you wear your ihram from this particular point. I remember my teacher making us memorize these and testing us. Subhanallah. That irq, those intended to pursue Hajj and arrive from Iraq, Russia, China, Iran. Where is that from? From this direction, guys. Then you stop at that irq. There's a place here somewhere. You stop, you wear ihram, and then you enter. Qarnul Manazil. Oh, sorry, we done this one. Yalamlam, for pilgrims from Yemen, Nigeria, South Africa. So if you're coming from this side, then you stop at a place called Yalamlam. You wear your ihram. You get yourself ready. Okay. Now, you shouldn't worry too much as the pilot informs the Hujjaj in a timely manner before they pass the miqat point. I mean, you shouldn't really worry that much, but depend on the airline, ya habibi, maybe the pilot would say nothing. Be mindful. Be mindful. Entering ihram, clothing and saying. Entering the ihram for men. Okay, let's go back. Guys, if you enter Mecca and you haven't worn ihram from these points or before these points, it means you entered Mecca and you're not in a state of ihram. What do you do? Well, then you ask a scholar, what do you do? Ask Eman live. Bunny, ask Eman live tonight? Quickly. They're not telling me, boys and girls. If they tell me, I'll tell you. Live? Okay, boys and girls, there's a show called Ask Iman. Then you can ask this question. What if I come to Mecca and I'm not wearing ihram and I forgot to wear it because I was sleeping in the plane? I don't know what that story is. Entering ihram, clothing and saying. Hear me out now. Entering the ihram for men means that they have to wear 2 unstitched clothes, meaning garments that don't cover limbs. What does that mean? It means my hands and my feet. Can I go back? Yalla, let's see how back I can go. Wallah, mashallah, tabarakallah, boys and girls. You see my ihram? Wallah, my purple t-shirt. Okay, hear me out. So this is one, and a similar one underneath. Unstitched, it means what? There's no kadhai, there's no design on this. Unstitched. One on top, one underneath. What if I'm rich? Same. What if I'm poor? Same. What if I am coming from Canada and it's really cold? Well, same. What if I am coming from Australia? Same. What if a kangaroo come for Hajj with me? Same. No, kangaroo can't. Boys and girls, come on. Let's not ask these questions. Come on. Kangaroo? No. Are you guys with me? So everyone is going to be wearing ihram like this. Everyone. For guys, your hands, your feet. Let's not do that. Let's not do that on the show. Your feet and your hand should be exposed. Like you shouldn't cover them. Don't wear your expensive trainers to Hajj, because then by the end of Hajj, your Hajj is not going to be accepted. That's not why we do Hajj, guys. Pay attention, boys and girls. Okay, women would wear their normal clothes, but their face and hands shouldn't be covered with stitched garments. Okay, so you wear your clothes, then on top you wear like this. Like what you see the woman is wearing here. Okay? Why does this guy looks like he's about to 1,000? To enter ihram, the Hujjaj would say the talbiyah. Talbiyah. What is talbiyah, guys? What is talbiyah? لبيك اللهم لبيك لبيك لا شريك لك لبيك إن الحمد والنعمة لك والملك لا شريك لك. Entering ihram, new halal and haram rules apply. Once you wear this, new rules, here are the rules. There are things before you wear this you're allowed to do, but now you can't do. Shaving and trimming hair, you can't do that after you wear this because you're about to go for Hajj. Trimming nails. For men only, wear sewn garments. For men only, covering their hair. Of course, women are going to cover, but men can't. You cannot wear cap or turban. Perfume clothing your body. Oh, I smell, I'm sweating. No perfume. Because then a rich person can put nice perfume, poor person have no perfume. No. Everyone is equal. No hunting. Well, I feel like that's a bird. No. None of that. Otherwise, give me. Can't get married in a state of ihram. Come on, you're going for Hajj. Hajj, focus on Hajj. Boys and girls, come back after a short break. I can see your comments, by the way. And what we're going to do, I'm going to teach you more about Hajj after a short break. Stay with us. Come back after a short break. Assalamu alaikum. Welcome back, boys and girls, to Madrasa TV show once again. Today we're learning some special Hajj segments, and I'm super excited to remind you all. Today we are going to be reciting specific Hajj verses. Call me in recite with me, get some feedback on the recitation, get a badge, boys and girls, get a badge, inshallah ta'ala. We're still learning about steps of Hajj, and I'm taking my time to explain this to you because I want to see you guys going to Hajj one day knowing what Hajj is, boys and girls. Inshallah ta'ala, we have a story for you. I'm going to start the story right now in this segment, but start calling in now if you want to recite. Boys and girls, here are the steps of Hajj, here are the rules, things that you can do, inshallah. Okay. Before you wear ihram, but after you wear ihram, you can't do them, inshallah ta'ala. Just. Was that my mistake? I think that was my mistake. Boy, that was my mistake. Let's go, inshallah ta'ala, to our story. Story of Ibrahim alayhi salam. Today we're learning the third part, and this is going to be interesting. So let's go. Boys and girls, Ibrahim alayhi salam, he broke all the idols, and then people came and he said to them, what? What did he say to them? He said to them, ask the idols. And people said, idols don't speak. Ibrahim alayhi salam said to them, if they can't even speak, why do we worship them? They can't even defend themselves. How are they God? Rather than people thinking, they said, what? They got to be angry. Well, they got really angry, boys and girls, because Ibrahim alayhi salam made them think, and he didn't want to think. The angry crowd wanted Ibrahim alayhi salam to be punished for destroying the idols. They wanted revenge. The decision to burn him alive was agreed by Nimrud, the king of Babylon, and his priests. Oops. They got really angry. How did he break our idols? Now, to these people, these idols were not just idols, something they used to worship. Not just worship, devote. They think these idols do everything for them. They think. Even when Ibrahim alayhi salam made them realize that they don't want to hear anything. They don't want to. So what happened next, boys and girls? They decided to burn him. News traveled fast, and people from all over the kingdom arrived to witness the punishment. Now, this one is a bit funny because, guys, people had nothing better to do. They came just to see the punishment. All right, let's see what happened then. A huge pit of fire was made. Huge one. It was the biggest fire anyone have ever seen. In some stories, the way they explain that the fire was so high that even if a bird wanted to fly over it, it couldn't fly over it. So it was very high. It means it was very, very big fire. Ibrahim had his hands and feet tied together. Chained. And he was put into a giant catapult that would throw him in the fire. So hear me out. If the fire is so big, what does fire produce? Heat. Which means if you want to throw someone in the fire here, you can't come near it. And this is why your mom tells you to stay away from the chula in the kitchen. Don't come near it and then, no, far. Because before you come, as you come close to the fire, there's heat. I remember the candle. So they made something like this. Something like this. What you do, you put a person here and then use this machine to throw someone in the fire. Allah al-Musta'an. At that moment, the angel Jibreel came to him and said, is there anything you wish for? Now, boys and girls, try to understand this story. This is not a normal person. This is Ibrahim alayhi salam, someone who have spoken to Allah, someone who have a lot of trust in Allah, someone who believed in Allah more than me and you. An angel coming to him and asking him, is there anything you wish for? Should I help you? Now you see, there's no harm in asking for help and receiving help. But you have to understand, if you're in a situation and someone helps, the help is coming from Allah. If you're in a trouble, Allah is there. If you are lost, Allah is there. If someone did something wrong to you, Allah is there witnessing. You have to believe that. You have to believe that. And if you believe that, if you understand that, and if you believe that, then when you see something happening really wrong, of course you would try to stop. But you would know that it's only happening because Allah is allowing it to happen. And sometimes Allah will allow something to occur to see what you do. Are we understanding? Habaib, ladies and gentlemen, are we understanding this? Sometimes Allah will let something wrong happen in front of you because this is the red person and this is the sad guy. The red person is doing something wrong. When he does something wrong, automatically this person is getting more good deeds in the next life. And if this person have no good deeds left, then the sins of this person, they are going to this person here. Are you guys understanding this? Sometimes Allah will place you right in the middle here. Right in the middle here. And you are here. You can't really do anything. Well, you can, but it's not in your control. But Allah wants to see you. Can you at least tell this person later, look, sorry, don't worry about it. Will you? Hadith of the beloved alayhi salatu wasalam, وَهَلْ تُنصَرُونَ إِلَّا بِضُعَفَائِكُمْ. We learned this hadith one day in a segment called Hadith Corner. Beautiful hadith. Would you pray for this person at least? Sometimes you cannot stop something at all and it's happening far away. What do? You make dua in your heart. It really bothers you, something wrong happening. It bothers you, alhamdulillah, say alhamdulillah. Because if it doesn't bother you, Allah al-musta'an. What do? It really bothering you. You wake up at night, everyone is sleeping. You make dua to Allah. You see? So that is what Allah is placing you in that position to test you. So here an angel came. Of course, Allah could help Ibrahim alayhi salam, but Allah sent an angel to test. Ibrahim replied that his only wish was for Allah to be pleased with him. He could have asked for anything, but instead for begging for his life to be saved, he chose to ask for the blessings of Allah. What Ibrahim alayhi salam understood is that it's Allah. It's from Allah. Allah will, and if Allah wants, He will. Beautiful name of Allah. Search it today, watch a few videos about it. Al-Qahhar. Guys, please. Are we taking notes? Learn name of Allah Al-Qahhar. يَقْهُرْ قُلُوبَ الْعِبَادِ. If Allah wants, He can make someone change their mind about you. Subhanallah. If Allah wants, ask Allah. You really want something, ask Allah. You badly want something, please. No. Ask Allah. Yeah? There's no harm, there's nothing wrong in making an effort. Let me try this way, let me ask this way, let me try. It's okay, as long as you believe it's Allah. And then you won't have to go and read books like how to do the techniques. It's all fine, you can. Ultimately, the belief have to be, it's from Allah. And have a look at this, what happened then? Allah would not allow the Prophet to be killed. He ordered the fire to be cool for Ibrahim. And the fire obeyed. Burning only Ibrahim's chain, Ibrahim a.s. walked out of the fire completely unharmed. Boys and girls, this is Ibrahim alayhi salam, and this is a situation, a different situation. Ibrahim's God has saved him from the flames. Okay, we come back to that part later on, inshallah, tomorrow. What happened here, guys? Fire burns, but fire burns only by the command of Allah. If Allah allows the fire to burn, and so the fire will burn. If Allah doesn't want the fire to burn, it won't burn. Boys and girls, this is again a story of Ibrahim alayhi salam. Careful, don't come near the fire. Careful. But in this specific story, Allah saved Ibrahim alayhi salam because Ibrahim alayhi salam, he put his belief in Allah because there's nothing else he could do. Because there's nothing else he could do. And people got shocked. And they realized, fire didn't burn Ibrahim alayhi salam. How? It was a big fire. How did it not? We'll be back after a short break, inshallah ta'ala. Boys and girls, stay with us. Come back for the last segment to recite and get some feedback and a badge. Stay with us. Assalamu alaikum. Welcome back, boys and girls, to Madrasa TV show. Once again, Hajj special, and we're learning story of Ibrahim alayhi salam. Just before the break, we were discussing how when Allah ordered fire not to burn Ibrahim alayhi salam, despite the fire was so big and huge and humongous, and Ibrahim alayhi salam, his hands were tied and he couldn't do anything at all, Allah saved him, boys and girls. And this is a promise of Allah to anyone who puts his trust in Allah, just like Ibrahim alayhi salam. You gotta put your trust in Allah. Barakallahu feekum. Boys and girls, today we're learning some verses of Quran from Surah in Quran. And these verses are going to be from Surah Al-Hajj, inshaAllah ta'ala. Surah Al-Baqarah. And I want you guys to recite it with me. And then, inshaAllah ta'ala, I can give you feedback on your recitation. So, let's go, boys and girls, to Tajweed segment. وَرَتِّلِ الْقُرْآنَ تَرْتِيلًا. Welcome, boys and girls, welcome. So, I'm looking at the second page, second juz from Surah Al-Baqarah, and let's read this together. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم واذكروا الله في أيام معدودات فمن تعجل في يومين فلا إثم عليه ومن تأخر فلا إثم عليه لمن اتقى واتقوا الله واعلموا أنكم إليه تحشرون ومن الناس من يعجبك قوله. Actually, let's do this ayah only. 3 lines. Barakallahu feekum. Ayah number 203 from Surah Al-Baqarah. Let's go to the chorus. Before we do that, boys and girls, let's have a look. أيام غنة فمن غنة فلا مد إثم whispering letter ومن غنة تأخر full mouth letters خر إثم لمن اتقى قاف full mouth letter واتقوا الله full mouth letter واعلموا أنكم إليه تحشرون. A whispering letter تحشرون. Let's go, boys and girls, to our recitation segment. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. Straight to our first reciter. Bring up the number. Assalamu alaikum, Nu'man. How are you, Nu'man? Together, Nu'man. Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim.
واذكروا الله واذكروا الله في أيام معدودات
معدودة
فمن تعجل
عجل
في
في
يومين
يومين
فلا
فلا
إثم
إثم
عليه
عليه
ومن تأخر
أخطأ
فلا
فلا
إثم
إثم
عليه
عليه
لمن اتقاه واتقوا الله
واتقوا الله
واعلموا
وكلوا
أنكم
المكرم
إليه
إليه
تحشرون
تحشرون.
أحسنت نعمان. Next call. السلام عليكم.
وعليكم السلام.
Ali, can you recite on your own or with me?
I might try on my own. Ustad,
The page is right on your screen. As soon as you see it, give it a go.
yeah, okay, inshallah. And Ustad,
Yes?
if I make a few mistakes, could I have some feedback, please?
Of course.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. واتقوا الله على. May you help, please?
واذكروا الله
واتقوا الله
واذكروا الله واذكروا الله
واذكروا الله
في أيام معدودات فمن تعجل في يومين فلا إثم عليه. Next caller. أحسنت إبراهيم. السلام عليكم. Ibrahim, assalam. Ibrahim, can you see the verses on your screen?
Yes.
Go ahead, read them.
How do we start?
واذكروا الله. Can you read it on your own?
Is it Surah Al-Baqarah?
Together?
Yeah.
بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم.
بسم الله الرحمن.
ومن تأخر فلا إثم عليه لمن اتقى واتقوا الله واعلموا
واعلموا
أنكم
أنكم
إليه
إليه
تحشرون.
تحشرون.
Next. السلام عليكم. Silva badge.
وعليكم السلام ورحمة الله وبركاته.
Maryam, can you read this verse on your own or together?
We recite together.
بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم.
بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم.
واذكروا الله
واذكروا الله
في أيام معدودات.
حدودات.
فمن تعجل
من تعجل
في يومين
من
يومين فلا إثم عليه. Allah bless you, boys and girls. We are going to be ending the show and come back tomorrow at 4 so you can learn more about Hajj. I'll see you then. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. La 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 la